Hello everyone. Hello my loves. This is your divine Cancerian goddess here with you, and I am back with another video here on this channel. Make sure that if you're watching this that you click like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure that you hit that notification. Turn your notification on so you know when I drop new content here on this channel. You do not want to miss out on this vibe. It's dope, I promise. So my loves, first and foremost, as always, I would like to thank all of my new subscribers for checking out this channel. I hope that you guys are enjoying this content just as much as I enjoy bringing this content to you. And to all of my previous subscribers, thank you so much for sticking in there with your girl. You guys' support has been everything. Okay, when I tell you this is just the highlight of my day, it is still just the highlight of my day. So I am getting a lot of requests. Oh, also, before we jump into everything, I've been getting a lot of requests from my Cancer Leo Cusp babies. So a shout out to y'all, okay? All of the Cancer Leo Cusp, all of my lovely Cancer babies out there. Y'all know I represent for y'all. I represent for my Cancer ladies, okay? So no shade towards any other zodiac sign. I love you all, but you know, being a Cancer Leo Cusp for myself, I have to represent for my Cancer Leo Cusp, okay? You can also follow me now on Instagram at divine_guidance777, and the information for that will be in the description box below. So this video is going to be about the compatibility between the Cancer Leo Cusp and the Aries. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions about the compatibility between Cancers and Aries. I don't know what's in the air. I don't know what's going on in the atmosphere, but it's like all these Cancers and Cancer Leo Cusp are trying to get with these Aries and make it work. And you know, I'm not here to bust no bubbles. But boop. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't care how the cookie crumbles. Like, at the end of the day, seriously, like a Cancer and an Aries, or a Cancer Leo Cusp and an Aries, people think, well, okay, because you're a Leo Cusp, you know, you're ruled by fire as well, and Aries is fire. But the difference is, you know, Cancer Leo Cusp, you have your Cancer who's a cardinal water sign, and you have your Leo that's a fixed fire sign. So that cardinal water sign is going to dominate the Leo in that person. Now, that is based on your birth chart. You have to find out, you know, where your Venus falls. You have to find out about your rising. You have to find out about, you know, your Mercury. You have to find out, you know, your whole birth chart. You know, I can't say that, okay, well, just because you're a Cancer Leo Cusp, that automatically means that you're gonna, you know, have stronger traits of a Cancer than you would as a Leo. You do need to have your own personal birth chart done, okay? I am actually having my personal birth chart done as well, and when I do receive that, I'm actually going to reveal that here on this channel. I think that would be really cool. So as soon as my birth chart is done, I'm going to hop back on here and we're going to go through it together, okay? So today we're going to be talking about, well, tonight we're going to be talking about the Cancer Leo Cusp and the Aries, and are they compatible in a love relationship? Now, let me tell y'all something. Yes and no. Yes and no. It could work. I think you would have a better chance as a Cancer Leo Cusp getting along in a love relationship with an Aries than a regular Cancer would with an Aries, because you do have Leo at play here. You do have Leo at play here. But the thing about the Cancer Leo Cusp is the Leo can be dramatic, whether it's melodramatic or just overly dramatic. And they can sometimes also be very complicated, because you have Cancer ruling emotion in there as well. So you have passion and you have drama. You get what I'm saying? And those are two things that the Aries really doesn't connect with, okay? The Aries is more of a logical person. This is, I would say, you know, more of a thinker than a feeler. Your Cancer Leo Cusp is a master feeler. Your Cancer Leo cusp is a psychic. Your Cancer Leo cusp is very intuitive. This is a person, this is a dreamer, this is a feeler. This is a person who's driven. Okay, this is a person who is driven and runs off of their emotions. And this is something that the Aries is not going to be able to understand. This may even confuse your Aries. And one thing about an Aries is because they're very blunt, like we've spoken about both signs before, but I guess I'll just break it down and merge them together for you. The thing about the Aries is they don't like being in complicated situations. Aries likes everything to just be cut, clean, straight, give it to them raw. And when you're dealing with a Cancer Leo cusp, you ain't gonna get that. Cancer Leo cusp, don't tell me nothing. Because I'm a Cancer Leo cusp. Don't tell me nothing, okay? Cancer Leo cusp can be very complicated to understand. These are people that you have to be patient with. These are people that you have to really take your time with, okay, in order to understand and to dwell with them. And that takes patience, and that's something that the Aries ain't got time for. The Aries ain't got time for. The Aries is not going to entertain the constant mood swings that's going to come from the Cancer Leo cusp. They'll just split from that situation. They'll just split from it. Okay. Aries likes things to be, plain, cut, dry. Tell me like it is. They're not into like the whole trying to figure you out thing. They're not trying to figure you out, because Aries are very like, what you see is what you get. And the Cancer Leo cusp is more like a box of chocolates. You just pick out a piece every day. You try to figure out who the hell you got. It's just ridiculous. We got to do better, you guys. We have to do better. But it is really hard to like understand us if you're not patient and really willing to get to know us. So if you are thinking about getting into a relationship with a Cancer Leo cusp, I really, really, really need you to understand that you have to have patience and really get to know that person, because there's so many different layers and depth to a Cancer Leo cusp, whether it be male or female. Okay, we are just very layered people. Okay, so we need someone who's going to be patient and be willing to take those layers piece by piece. Okay, now let's get into breaking down our Cancer Leo cusp. Now, I have spoken about the Cancer Leo cusp before in 2 previous videos, but just to refresh you guys, I will break them down again, okay? And this time I'm actually going to explain some things that I may not have mentioned in the previous videos. So, I have my lovely wand here because like, you guys may see me in videos where like I hold things, or I may have my, my wand or a crystal or something in my hand. I don't know if it's like anxiety or if it's like a comfort thing, but I just like to hold on to something. And this is, this is my favorite. This is my favorite crystals out of all of my crystals because it's heavy, you know what I'm saying? So it, it kind of grounds me. It keeps me, I guess, focused. I don't know. I don't know. I was never diagnosed, so who knows? But I just know that holding things and stuff like that, especially because I talk with my hands, it kind of keeps me grounded. You get what I'm saying? So I have my lovely notebook here, okay, with all my lovely notes here. We're going to start off with our Cancer Leo cusp. So if you were born between July 19th and July 22nd, congratulations, you are a Cancer Leo cusp. I was born July 21st, and my brother is also a Cancer Leo cusp. He was born July 19th. And my son is a straight up Cancer. He was born the 4th of July, okay? He's a firecracker baby. Yes. I gave birth to a Cancer. Isn't that weird? It's not weird, but it's like, who does that? I do. So, Cancer Leo cusp are people who are ruled by both water and fire, okay? So, these are people who are constantly looking for a balance. between, or who are in a constant battle for that balance between the sensitive, introverted, emotional Cancer, and that, that bold and outgoing and rambunctious, look at me, Leo. Okay, now not all Leos are like that. Not all Leos are attention seekers. Now, people, they generally say that like Leos, they are always trying to be in the spotlight. They're always trying to be the center of attention. But I'm very close to a couple of Leos, okay? And none of them are like that. None of them are like that. And they're not Cancer Leo cusp. They're straight up Leos, and they're not like that. Being bold and being courageous, yes, but like always wanting to be in the center of attention. Honestly, I have not met a Leo like that, to be very honest. I'm not saying that they're not out there, but I personally have not met a Leo like that. I'm so sorry. I got a message. I hope it didn't disturb the video. Anyway, this makes us very unique, okay? This can also make us temperamental. Your Cancer Leo cusp is the kind of people where it's like sometimes we're sweet and sometimes we're sour. We're fire and water. So we can be warm and comfortable and comforting, or we could be boiling water and we could scorn you. It's either or. It depends on how we feel that we're being treated in this situation, and it depends on the kind of energy that we're getting from someone else. We could become very defensive of not only our friends and our family, because Cancer Leo cusp, we're hella protective over our friends and our family and our loved ones, but we feel that same exact way towards ourselves, and we're very self-protective, and we're very self preserved, and that's also coming from Cancer, pulling from the opposite polarity Capricorn, that self-preservation, that selfishness. We can be like that at times. Not saying that that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that is a part of our of our character, and that's something that you're going to have to deal with if you want to be with us, and that's just it. And I don't care. There it is right there. And I don't care. Now, your Cancer Leo cusp can be timid and shy, or they can be feisty, and they can be really entertaining. Cancer Leo cusp, they make really great entertainers, very good actors, very dramatic. Cancer Leo cusp do very well in an environment where they can express themselves dramatically. Okay, you may find that Cancer Leo cusp make very good actors. They make very good, either on Broadway or movies or whatever, very good singers. They're more comfortable performing in front of a large body of people, because you have that Leo side in them that enjoys being in front of people. So your Cancer Leo cusp is very entertaining, very funny. You get what I'm saying? Very entertaining and funny when they're in a good mood. When they're in a good mood. Being with a Cancer Leo cusp, it could be a sunny day in California, or it could be a dreary, rainy day in Seattle. Okay? It just depends on which way the wind blows that day. Okay? If it blows too hard to the left, that may change everything, which is just ridiculous, but we'll be okay. Now, let me explain to you what it means to be a Cancer Leo cusp. It means that the sun was on the ending side of Cancer. Okay, your Cancer Leo cusp is the person that's coming out of the age of Cancer and moving into the decan of Pisces. Okay, so, and Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So you have a person that is ruled not only by the sun and the moon, but also is affected by Neptune, because we're coming out of the age of Cancer. Okay, we're coming out of Cancer and we're coming into the cusp of oscillation. Okay, and this represents Pisces. So when you have Cancer, Leo, Pisces Sun, Moon, and Neptune, you have an extremely intuitive person. You have an extremely psychic person. You have a person that really runs off of their feelings and their emotions. This is a person that desires to be close to other people. It's very important for the Cancer Leo cusp to feel that that emotional depth with their partner. Okay, it's very important for the Cancer Leo cusp to have a healthy social life, to be able to socialize, to have friends. The Cancer Leo cusp, they love to be in love. They love to be in love with their lovers. They love to be in love with their friends. It's not good for them to be alone for a long period of time, because Cancer Leo cusp can suffer from depression at times. Okay, because they go through those up and down kind of moods. So it's really important that these people are properly socialized. Okay, it's very important that they're properly socialized. So even if you're a parent and you're raising, and this is just a suggestion, even if you're a parent and you're raising a child who is a Cancer Leo cusp, please properly socialize that child. Make sure they're properly socialized so that they don't suffer emotionally. You have to feed that emotion. You have to feed that need for, emotional attention. Because if they feel like they're being emotionally neglected or ignored, that could cause them to suffer from depression or, anxiety, or just not being able to, not knowing how to handle their emotions and not knowing how to handle other people's emotions, causing them to lash out. Okay, causing them to lash out, whether it be externally to others or internally to themselves. Okay, now your Cancer Leo cusp, this person, like I said before, is very psychic. This person is a dreamer. If you are a Cancer Leo cusp, you may find that you are able to dream, have visions, or even imagine things that's happening that hasn't happened yet, and then it happens. It happens to me all the time. You're not alone. It happens to me all the time. These people are very, extremely psychic. Now, this is another reason why I said that the Aries and the Cancer Leo cusp may not be able to understand each other, because the Aries is a very logical thinker, and this is not a person that's going to try to connect with you on that kind of level. This is a person that may not be able to really understand you, even if they try, because that's not how they operate, and that's not what they're driven from. That's not what they're driven from. The Aries is driven by challenges. The Aries is driven by challenging situations in the physical that they can master, that they can see. They're not driven by complicated situations. And being with a Cancer Leo cusp can be complicated if you are not in touch with emotion and you're not in touch with spirit the way that we are. It's like you'll be speaking two different languages. A Cancer Leo cusp and an Aries, it almost feels like they're speaking two different languages. I personally think that the Cancer Leo cusp is a little bit too emotionally and spiritually deep to even be satisfied in a long-term relationship with an Aries. They will most of the time, feel like they're being ignored by their Aries. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not that the Aries is trying to ignore you. It's just that the Aries, they're going to try to get you for a little while. And if they ain't got you, within a certain period of time, they're like, all right, peace out. You're complicated. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? They have very short attention spans. And that's one thing that your Cancer Leo cusp needs in a relationship is, a long attention span. Because if you don't, you're going to be lost dealing with this kind of person. Now, the Cancer Leo cusp can also become very controlling and possessive of their partners and their loved ones. I don't believe in an unhealthy way. Being controlling and possessive can be unhealthy, but I just think it comes from more of a protection side. Okay, think about, with the Leo, think about a lion. you know, with their cubs, or, you know, a lion, you know, with their family. They're protective over their families. They watch over their families. They provide for their families. You understand? And this is something that may not, you know, fly with the Aries, because the Aries is very free spirited. This is a cardinal sign. This is cardinal fire. This is someone who needs freedom and who needs, you know, constant movement and change in their lives. This is a person that does not want to feel locked down. And the Cancer Leo cusp is the kind of person, well, they don't open up easily to everybody, but once they open up to you, it's like, okay, where are you going? It's like, I done opened up to you, and I done gave you my love, and I'm dedicated to you. Where are you going? And that's pretty much a Cancer Leo cusp. And, you know, Aries, they don't like to feel boxed in. They don't like to feel like they're in a situation that they can't get themselves out of. And this may also cause an issue with the Aries feeling smothered, you know, or overly mothered by your Cancer Leo cusp, because they are very nurturing. Let me tell you something. Cancer Leo cusp, we are natural mothers. We are naturally motherly. Okay, this is a feminine sign. Okay, and I say feminine because the Leo is masculine, but remember, we're dealing with cardinal and fixed. So the feminine sign is going to kind of overrule that masculine sign. You get what I'm saying? Just because it's cardinal. And this could be a bit much for your Aries to handle. This could be a bit much for your Aries to handle. Because the Aries, they come in, they want to be baby, they want to be taken care of, and then they're right back out into the world doing whatever they have to do and facing whatever challenges they want to face, and, you know, getting into, you know, different projects and whatnot. And this is going to leave your Cancer Leo cusp feeling kind of used in a way. You know, feeling kind of used in a way. So it's almost like you're constantly having that, you know, breakdown between these two signs, where it feels like all the Aries does is take from the Cancer Leo cusp, and then that's going to exhaust your Cancer Leo cusp, because when we love someone and we're in a relationship with someone, we really put our eggs in one basket. We really give our all to that person. So, and the Aries can be selfish. The Aries can be very selfish and self-centered. So it is possible that, you know, if you're in a relationship with an Aries and you're a Cancer Leo cusp, you know, at times you may feel used, and at times you may feel like you're putting more into the relationship than they are, or you're more invested than they are, because the Aries can be very selfish and self-centered. Okay? And so can the Cancer Leo cusp. So can the Cancer Leo cusp, but not nearly as much as the Aries. The Cancer Leo cusp is willing to be in an equal give and take, but the Aries sometimes, you know, if we're talking about especially a dark-sided Aries, they can come off very, very like opportunists. You know what I'm saying? Almost like an opportunist. Like they only deal with you because you're able to do this for them. You know what I'm saying? And the Cancer Leo cusp is not going to go for that. They're not going to go for that. They'll probably put up with it for a minute, but please believe they'll be out of that situation as soon as possible. Okay, now the life of a Cancer Leo cusp is a dramatic one. It's a dramatic one. And I tell people this all the time. Like, ever since I got like into astrology, I've really started to understand more about myself and understand the patterns that was going on in my own life. So when I found out that, you know, I'm a Cancer Leo cusp and this is what it means, and I started to study it, I'm like, that's why my life is always like that. Not saying that I'm unstable, but saying that it just always seems like once I get like into a comfortable spot, something happens and I have to move. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not comfortable, it's not settled for too long, and I'm like, oh gosh, well, that's just the life I'm meant to live. You know, I'm always on the go. You get what I'm saying? So the life of a Cancer Leo cusp is driven by drama and passion. You have your Cancer, passionate, and you have your Leo, drama. Drama at all times. Okay, so this is a person who is definitely going to keep you on your toes. Okay, if you need somebody that's going to keep you on your toes, constantly keep your wheels turning, get you a Cancer Leo cusp. You'll never be bored, I promise. Now, like I spoke about before, the Cancer Leo cusp, they crave um being social. They crave intimacy. Your Cancer Leo cusp needs intimacy. They need to feel like you guys are connecting on a spiritual level. And if they don't feel like that about you in the relationship, they're going to automatically feel like they're wasting their time, because they're not going to give all of that, to you from them and then feel like they're not getting it back in return. Okay, if you can't reciprocate the same kind of love and affection that a Cancer Leo cusp is going to give you, then you can forget about it. They're not going to continue to pour themselves, into you. And this is something that the Aries may lack in a relationship with the Cancer Leo cusp, because even in the bedroom with an Aries, it's not quick, but it's more surface level. It's more on a selfish side. It's more of a cocky thing. They're not really dropping down into their bodies. They're not really dropping down into their spirit and trying to connect with you. They are trying to finish business. You know what I'm saying? That's how an Aries is. They're trying to get the job done. You get what I'm saying? They're not really trying to connect with you and be in love with you. It's almost like a cocky thing for them. It's almost like, well, let me see. You know what I'm saying? And this may kind of turn off your Cancer Leo cusp, because they want to be, they want to be seduced, and they want to be touched, and they want to be talked to, and I don't think that the Aries is going to take the time to do that. Okay, the Aries is more into the wild thing. You understand? They're more into the wild thing. Now the Aries, a coinkadink not, the Aries rules the head. Okay, you know that each sign rules a part of the body. The Aries rules the head, the Cancer rules the chest, and the Leo rules the spine and the heart. So if these two can be mature enough and want to be in a relationship with each other, they absolutely could. I'm not saying just because you're a Cancer Leo cusp and they're an Aries that it's never going to work. I'm just saying that it's going to take a lot of work and understanding on both sides. It's going to take both of you to put your pride away. It's going to take both of you to put your pride to the side, okay? And give each other equally what you need. It has to be an equal give and take, because both signs can be very selfish and just want to self-preserve, take and self-preserve, take and self-preserve. And that's going to drain the both of you. That right there is going to drain the both of you. So if you guys can put that pride away, okay, in Aries, you can stop being so, surface level and kind of come down into what the Cancer Leo cusp is trying to get you to understand about them emotionally. I really think that you guys can work out and be a balance for each other. You understand? Even with the body, you can't have, the chest protects the heart, the Cancer, the chest, the heart, the Leo, and the head leads the rest of the body. Aries. So you know what that means. Aries also is a natural leader. This is the first sign of the zodiac. This represents the beginning of cycles. You understand? This represents, going into new cycles head first, being able to conquer challenges. So Cancer Leo cusp, you're going to have to turn off that controlling side of you and turn off that possessive side of you and allow your Aries to lead you in more of a logical manner. Allow your Aries to be your voice of reason when you're about to snap, crackle, and pop. Because we can snap, crackle, and pop. But the thing about that is, then we'll go back and we'll feel bad about it. We'll go back. I'm sorry, I'm itching. I can't help it. We'll go back and then we'll feel bad about it. So they can balance each other out if they're mature enough to do so. If they're mature enough to do so. But in my own opinion, these two, they're going to constantly have the same issues over and over again just because of naturally how and who they are. Okay. Now, the Aries is very fearless and they're straightforward. They'll take on the challenge of being with you, but whether or not they'll stick by your side, Cancer, Leo, Cusp, and whether or not they will be able to handle your constant changes and mood swings, because Aries, they like consistency. Aries, they like consistency. They're not consistent themselves. This is a cardinal fire sign, so they are not consistent themselves, but they like consistency out of other people. They like consistency out of other people. The Aries wants to be able to figure you out just as easy as it is to figure them out. The Aries wants to be able to figure you out just as easy as it is for you to figure them out. So if I could pair another sign with the Aries that would actually work, I would definitely put an Aries with a Virgo. I would definitely put an Aries with a Capricorn. Definitely. Definitely. Because the Virgo is consistent. The Virgo is organized. Now, this is Cancer, Leo, Cusp, and Aries, but we're just going to, throw a little something in there. Add a little razzle-dazzle. The Virgo is consistent. The Virgo is organized. The Virgo has a plan. The Virgo has a goal. And the Virgo is not going to steer away from those things. So the Virgo and the Aries can work very well together. And the Capricorn and the Aries can also work very well together in the business place. In the business place. I don't know so much about them being together in a love relationship, but most definitely because Aries are very career driven as well. They're very money driven as well, and so is the Capricorn. So putting an Aries and and a Capricorn baby together, oh yeah, you got a completely successful power couple. Very successful power couple. Both determined, both driven by wealth, both driven by self-preservation. Power couple. Power couple. Okay? And not saying that the Cancer, Leo, Cusp can't work with the Aries, but it will be challenging. It would be challenging because of the constant mood swings and the constant shifts and changes of the Cancer, Leo, Cusp is going to throw that Aries off. It's going to throw that Aries off real bad. That Aries ain't going to know what the hell to do. That Aries ain't going to know what the hell to do with you at all. And they ain't about to stick around and try to figure it out either. They ain't about to try to stick around and figure you out, Cancer, Leo, Cusp. They don't have time for that. They got too much of the stuff going on to be worried about you and your emotions. I would pair a Cancer, Leo, Cusp with another Cancer, Leo, Cusp. Now that's going to be challenging as well because you both are mirroring each other's emotions, but the understanding would be there. The understanding would be there because of the similarities. The understanding would be there, but you're going to constantly be mirroring each other. You're going to constantly be showing each other what's wrong with the other person. And you don't want your Cancer, Leo, Cusp partner to feel like you're constantly judging them. They don't like to feel